Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second episode of the Day in the Life of series. You are in for a ride in this episode, so make sure you stick around to the end, and let's get into it.
Thank you.
You look real safe with that. How's that camera do? Is it fun?
Yeah. It's just, we got a flat last night getting here.
Really? Are those pneumatic tires?
They are not. They're tubeless tires.
Oh, okay.
They got like a little piece of glass stuck in it. So I'm about to Uber to like a tire shop.
It's safe with that helmet.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
To give some context here, I woke up today and was about to start my day off, and I realized that this tire went flat on me. So that's not fun. Right now, we are in an Uber. We are gonna go back to where I keep all of my scooter things. Unfortunately, I did not bring anything with me as of last night, so I'm gonna go get my things, get this flat repaired, and get back on the road. All right, so we made it back. I was able to get it fixed. There it is, as you can see. Yeah, I literally woke up today in the morning, was getting ready to leave, and then first thing I see is the flat tire, and I'm like, oh my God. Luckily, the Uber was kind enough to let me fit this big scooter in his car. I actually was debating on getting an Uber XL because I didn't know whether or not it would fit, but he got a Prius, and I know it does fit in a Prius because they have like that hatchback. We're gonna put some grease inside here. These are all like really strong magnets that hold the electric motors. So I'm gonna put some grease, that way it's all lubed up in there. All right, cool. So that's good to go. This right here is the electric motor for the scooter. It's pretty crazy. There is a bunch of current going to this, which is a little scary and sketchy, but nonetheless, go ahead and put this through. Wow, that grabbed on real good. Okay. Yeah, those are some freaking strong magnets. I'll be right back once this tire is on and we are ready to get back on the road. Okie dokie, so finally we're back on the road. Tire's been fixed. On our way to our first stop of the day. It shouldn't be too far of a drive, but man, I mean, what a way to start this video. I'm not sure how it's gonna look like once I, start editing and stuff, but I literally woke up this morning and
Here I come. Oh, here I come.
oh, motherfucker. Put on your turn signal. You have a turn signal.
I was gonna park.
You dragged forever and you didn't put your turn signal.
All right, well, you gotta watch where you're going too.
Well, I didn't get hurt. I'm just saying.
Well, watch where you're going.
Use your turn signals. You got them for a reason. Se iba a parquear aquí y luego no usa el señalero. ¿Cómo voy a fijarme yo? Yo me paré, vine lento y me fui porque no hizo nada.
Oye, pero te pega, ¿no?
No, no me pegó. No, no me pegó. Yo me aventé.
Oh, sí.
Yo me aventé porque si no, sí le iba a pegar a ella. Y si le pego a ella, entonces me va a chingar a mí porque va a decir que le pega a la troca y que sabe qué tanto. Pero lo bueno es que tengo todo en cámara.
Sí, ¿verdad? ¿Lo grabaste?
Sí, todo lo tengo grabado.
Qué bueno, güey. Le dijiste la neta, güey.
No, pues sí, pues es que...
Señales, para eso las tienes. ¿No?
Bueno, pues. Igual. Alright, so let's catch up to this girl. Just to be petty. Oh, man. Well, I threw myself there because it was either I hit her vehicle or I just throw myself and save myself. And I knew I was going slow, so I was like, whatever, man. It's not that big of a deal. Luckily, I threw my scooter at the curb and my scooter's fine, so we're all good to go. What a freaking start, man. Oh, my God. this is just a day in the life of, man. Like I was saying earlier, I'm not sure if it'll make the cut of the video, but my life is literally a series of unfortunate events. And I'm not here to say like, oh, my life sucks. No, I mean, I love my life. The things that happen are just so random. Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. I genuinely don't know what I think I was talking about what a start to the video, and then that happened. So, oh man, today's gonna be fun. No, but on all serious notes, it's gonna be a busy day today. We have a lot of stops to make, clients to see. So yeah, let's do a little recap. I woke up this morning, I saw that I had a flat, and I'm like, oh my God. So I immediately, without hesitation, ordered myself an Uber. The Uber was super nice, by the way. He was like, you know, asking me how I was gonna fix it. You know, obviously I already kind of knew exactly what I was gonna need to do. You know, it's nice to know that people sometimes look out for you and they're interested in, you know, what you have going on and perhaps wanna give their own 2 cents. He could have done it for his tip, doesn't matter. Still did it anyways. And that in and of itself. Whoa. 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 Man. It seems like I'm not the only one dealing with some BS this morning. I guess it happens to everybody, right? One thing that I'm just now realizing is, you know, every time that you wake up, be grateful, man. Like, the things that are happening to me are just small, little, tiny things that realistically isn't, you know, detrimental to my day, detrimental to me in general. Even that little altercation with the lady. And if you are alive, even if you wake up tired, even if you wake up in a mood, be grateful that you were able to wake up. Even just seeing that crash that we saw just a bit ago. You know, there's people that didn't make it to work today. Or people that didn't make it back from work. So it's always important to thank God for what you have, for what you don't have. I've seen more bad driving habits this morning than I've seen all week. So with that being said, it looks like it's gonna be that kind of day, guys. I gotta be on my 10 toes, gotta stay focused, locked in, gotta be ready for anything and everything because, man, oh man, that got me on edge for sure. I'm pretty sure if I recall that scenario correctly, I literally slowed down because I didn't know what she was doing. Like, I genuinely did not know what she was doing. Nonetheless, there was a lot of other witnesses and spectators, and they all seemed to agree that I was in the right, she was in the wrong. You know, whenever I do find myself in altercations with other people, I try not to be super aggressive, you know. I'm not gonna lose my self-control over something like that, but I am gonna tell somebody straight up. Obviously, if I'm in the wrong, I gotta take accountability for it, but when somebody else is in the wrong, I gotta kind of put them in their place. I think my GoPro's about to die again, so I'm gonna stop, charge it real quick, and we'll get back on the road.
Several days later.
All right, and we are back. So, just to give you guys a little bit of context as to why we are here and what's going on, we are filming this on Monday night. The first part of this video, which I am currently editing, is from Friday. And the reason why we're kind of putting these two pieces of footage together was because the rest of the day, Friday, there wasn't really anything interesting that happened. I just kind of rode around on my scooter, went to my clients, so that was it. And then Saturday and Sunday, I spent the time with my family, so I wasn't gonna, you know, carry around my camera and record that. But yeah, we are here, and exactly what we will be doing is we are going to be replacing this coolant hose and this serpentine belt, because my old serpentine belt, well, let's just not talk about that. But I made some space here to, you know, check out all the pulleys, check the crank pulley, check the idler, the tensioner, the alternator, all this stuff that we have going on here, and all of this seems fine. Like, these are all brand new. These got replaced like a little less than a year ago, and there's like no play. They're all spinning how they should be spinning, and so honestly, I'm not 100% sure what happened, But the only way that I'm really gonna find out if there is something wrong is by putting on a new belt and seeing if it happens again. And if it does, then there should be a problem and something needs to get checked out. But if it doesn't, then I guess maybe the first time around it just wasn't installed properly. And this coolant hose, when I was here moving all of this and making some space, I had to remove this hose here from the oil filter housing. And thanks to BMW, they make very high quality plastic parts. That's a joke. But this plastic here, the flange, when I removed it, just kind of deteriorated and fell apart. So now we need to replace this entire hose. So let's get started. And I've already kind of made things easy for myself to access this area. And let's start off by removing this hose and replacing it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get under here. I believe we are going to need a flathead. So I'm gonna go grab the flathead and we'll be right back. Okie dokie. So I got my flathead here, as you can see. And the other side of this hose is like held on by a clamp. And I'm not sure if you guys can get a good angle here. I'm not sure exactly what the camera can and cannot see, but I'm gonna see if I can kind of show you guys. The hose is this one right here. I'll maybe add an arrow or something. And then the clamp is being held on by that flathead right here. And it's a really tight space. So I went ahead and grabbed my 3/8 drill and got the extension here, the angle adapter and flathead. So we're gonna try and kind of squeeze this in there. And there's just water everywhere now. That's fantastic. There we go. Perfect. That should be able to wiggle out now. Okay. Oh! Oh my God, I got coolant in my armpits. Holy f***. Okay, well, that's out. Let me go ahead and grab some towels here to clean myself. Okay, so this hose should come out now. Let's go ahead and see if we can wiggle it out. Okay. Perfect. All right, there is the old one. Looks like the V-clamp fell down there, so let me grab that. There it is. Perfect. All right. Now, the difficult part is getting that new one on because the way that this is routed, it's so weird. Like, it's very weird how this thing is routed. Like, you can see it's all bent in different ways. But let's see if we can. Alrighty, that was some nice loud thunder. All right, so it looks like it connects here to the water pump, which is what pumps the coolant through the system and does all that nice stuff. If I'm correct, this was routed through here. Oh, there's some more belt there. And we should be able to push it there. There we go. And then this should go towards the top. Okay, nice. Now let's see if I can reach around, get a hold of it and push it into the water pump. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna put the clamp on and just make sure that's nice and secure, as we don't want that being able to wiggle or come off while I'm driving 180 miles an hour. Just kidding, guys. I don't go that fast. I go the speed limit.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's in there. So now we just gotta tighten up that clamp. Oh no, my drill got a little wet. Whoops. All right, let's go ahead and screw this clamp on there. There we go. Okay, that thing's on. Nice. Okay, so we have this hose on to the water pump at the bottom, and I'm gonna leave it like this. I wanna create as much space as possible here. So I'm gonna look at the diagram just to make sure one more time that I will put on the belt properly. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, so as you can see in the diagram here, this would be the tensioner, and then that's the alternator. So first, I say we get it around the crank. Okay, there we go. And then we need to bring it up to the Seems like that's just the idler pulley. And then from there, we're gonna go down to the power steering pulley. There we go. And then the way that goes is, I think that's on there, yeah. Looks about right. And then that's gonna go straight up to the aircon pulley. See, like, I'm not sure if you guys can catch this here, but the amount of clearance that there is for this belt is insanely small. Like, everything down here is just super freaking tight.
That's what she said.
Hey, BMW, am I right? And then from here, it goes down, and then this goes like that. Okay, this looks about right. And then we're gonna have to grab this and get this around the alternator. So I'm gonna have to, but I wanna make sure I get all the ridges on properly. Use this 1/2 inch and loosen up that tensioner pulley. And then using one arm to get some clearance there. Oh my God, come on. There we go. And then, gotta get this thing right. There. Okay. Okay, so I think we are good. Now I should be able to put this hose back in here. Holy shit, man. First, I'm gonna start with these. Bro, that sounds insane. So I know I haven't done much talking in regards to doing this, only because I want to make sure that I'm doing everything properly. Dude, that is fucking scary. Holy. Well, we'll see. Oh, shit. Bro, that was fucking loud. Oh my God. Bro. Okay, so we are officially done. I just filled up the coolant. As of right now, it says that it's full, but I have to run the water pump, flush the coolant into the coolant system, and yeah, so we're gonna do that now. I have the jumper cables going to the car because the car was dead, and it's been dead for like a pretty long time. So we're gonna go ahead and get in here and run that water pump. All right, so we are now in the car driving. Just gonna take her up and down this road here just to make sure everything's okay. Tires are pretty cold and it's pretty wet, so we might slip and slide a little bit here. Good, man. Those turbos. Man, no traction whatsoever. All right, so I think this is a perfect way to end off the video. I did just check underneath the hood, underneath the car, no leaks, the belt's looking good. So yeah, I think she's ready. I'm still gonna drive her around, still test her, make sure she's dialed in for when I start to beat on her, because I absolutely will. And I cannot wait to show you guys those POV videos once I do. But man, this video was crazy. I mean, we started it off with some adversity, the flat tire, almost getting hit. But at the end of it all, we prevailed, and that is all that counts. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, as it helps out a ton, and comment down below what you guys want to see, what you don't want to see, what you like, what you don't like, because it only makes me know exactly what you guys want, and that is what this is for, creating content that you guys enjoy. I think it's time for me to call it a night. I'm gonna go get some rest, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.